The article says that the goal of the group is to get to a state of self-hatred. How does someone work in that state of self-hatred?
We're built of the ego, the will to receive, which seemingly cares only for its own benefit. It cares for its own benefit. This force that exists in us and cares only for its own benefit is not us. It's a foreign force that exists in the body, but we identify with it. That's how we were born, that's how we developed. Consequently, we can't even imagine to ourselves that our egoistic desire is not mine. I can rise above it, I can disconnect from it, I can feel it as foreign, seemingly as outside of me. This is, as we call it, the rule of Pharaoh over a person. If we discover that he is outside of me, if I discover that it is outside of me, that's how I come to discover the Pharaoh. And then, how can I do it? If I engage in love of friends with the group, and through the group, I try to draw the reforming light, this light that shines on me disconnects me from my will to receive, in order to receive, and then I feel that this force is foreign, it's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. Rather, it was controlling me to such extent that I would identify with it. I thought that he is me. And little by little, I begin to feel that it is not me. It's so clever, so cunning, that it enters me and it controls my every desire and every thought, meaning the heart and the brain. It was ruling over everything. And now I gradually see that, no, I can get rid of it. I can reject it. I can be outside of it. And then I will be neutral. I don't want to be underneath it. I begin to feel it dictates to me what to think, what to want. And I don't want it to be like this. I want a different force to control me. A force of bestowal, the force of the Creator. And they're opposite to one another. How will I do it? I see that this egoistic will to receive is burying me. I see, according to the world, where is it taking us? Even the world is starting to discover where is it being pulled by this nature. So I now have to bring the light, the reforming light, the force of Torah. So this force will let me disengage from my will to receive, that I would begin to feel that this will to receive is bad, and show me how I can come out of it completely. So I'll have 7 years of satiation where I enjoyed the will to receive. I was enjoying my development in a capitalistic way, egoistically, in a society with all the good it has to offer. And now I come to a state where no, we feel it in the world as well. This will to receive, when it's all said and done, is not bringing us to the good state. No. Its control is revealed ultimately as an evil rule. So what do? Here we have to perform a serious calculation. What to do? So people who have a point in the heart, who receive a certain direction in their development, whereby they want to discover the upper force, the Creator, the upper world, the essence of life, the purpose of life. These people have trajectory, a direction. And they are going to realize that they are brought to a group, the place where they can correctly actualize themselves. The rest of humanity is clueless, but for the time being it suffers. For the time being it comes also to recognize the evil, that if it continues in this way, it's headed towards annihilation. And these people who are in the group, this is what we say, that the Creator shows a person there's a special place here. He brings a person to the good fortune and says, take it. And the person has to use it. Meaning through the group to awaken the reforming light, because only in that it can begin to disengage from the will to receive in order to receive. That is burying him, to really feel it as a foreign force, as foreign rule, that it's Pharaoh who's controlling him, and start hating it, although it grows up and matures in Pharaoh's place. But then later it begins to try to escape it, just as they tell us about all those things. So this work we need to do, we can do in a 10. And we must use each to help his friend, give an example to one another, support one another, perform these acts of bestowal between us as much as we can. And this work, as he writes, this work has to be specifically out in the open and not in concealment. As much as I help others, how much I support and I'm drawn to the goal, this is showing it, right? And then in this way we will give one another an example, awaken one another. And if we connect around that, according to the connection, according to the efforts in connection between us, we will receive the reforming light. And it changes us. This connects us from the egoistic desire and brings us to the good place, the new place, the Creator. Pharaoh versus the Creator. And we are between the two. And eventually, Pharaoh becomes the left line, and the Creator, the reforming light, the right line, and in the middle, we are included of the two. Because we cannot be without the will to receive, without the ego. We are created beings. And that's how we advance, meaning to have the will to receive. This is from our nature. We take it from the Pharaoh. This is the meaning of living with great property. And on it we have a restriction, a screen, all the corrections that we receive from the reforming light. And that's how we come out. So without this actualization in the group, there's no chance to actualize anything on the way. That's it. So everything begins from the shattering of the vessel, the sin of the tree of knowledge, where from this point on, as it's written there, when Adam Hashem asked, what I and the donkey will eat from one trough, that I and the donkey will eat, meaning I will eat and fulfill myself like a donkey, the same way my body enjoys. Where is the man in me, the human? They told them, wait. Meaning there will be a shattering, corruption, a shattering, a revelation of evil, and then by the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread. It will be difficult, but specifically by your sweat, meaning the scrutinies that you make when you acquire it with your own strength, it becomes yours. In this way you acquire the wisdom and the revelation of the Creator, and you'll be a man.